Hi people, Zach again here from visionswell.com, and I just wanted to take the time to show you the new Thule tech pouch I just picked up recently. I've been looking for a way to carry all of my different tech gear in one place, including over-ear headphones. I know when you're one bag traveling, the suggestion is always to use in-ear headphones or earbuds to minimize the space it takes up, and a lot of people say that over-ear headphones aren't worth it. For me, I need over-ear headphones. The over-ear headphones I have are the Sony WH-1000XM4s, and I couldn't live without them on an airplane, or a train for that matter. They have the best noise cancellation in the business, and I really love the way that they block out baby noises, plane noises, people coughing, sneezing, talking. I've used them for years now, and I don't think I would want to travel without them, so it's something I wasn't trying to give up. So I was looking for a bag that would fit over your headphone and also would have space for all of my other tech things, so that I could minimize wasted space by making sure I filled up this entire large tech pouch, just to make sure that I was maximizing the space that it was taking up in my pack. Especially for personal item only travel where space is at premium, or something where you're using a smaller backpack than usual, or not checking a bag. It's really important to save space, so I think this one fits all of those bills. This is the Thule Subterra 2 Powershuttle electronics organizer, large size, in the dark gray color. This was what I chose because in their pictures, it specifically showed that it could fit over your headphones, and that was an important feature I was looking for. Also, it's made with really quality materials. If this is too big for you or you don't use over-ear headphones, I would suggest the small or medium size of the Subterra 2 Powershuttle, because there are smaller sized versions of this bag as well. The small or medium would be for people who don't carry much tech or carry a medium amount of tech, and that could definitely fit the bill. I definitely think that this is a quality bag, and I'll show you why, and I'll show you what I fit inside. So first, let's talk about the specs of this bag. The overall dimensions are 7.1 by 3.5 by 9.4 inches. It weighs just under half a pound at 0.4 pounds. I got it in the dark slate color, but it also comes in additional colors if you look at the website, link below. It's made with Blue Sign approved 800D nylon polyester blend. I like getting things that have Blue Sign approved materials just because what little sustainability I can get in a capitalist world, I will take. I know it's not going to save the rainforest, but it's something that I definitely look for when I'm buying bags and materials. So in addition to the materials used for making the bag, there is also additional hardware. There are YKK zippers with these nice zipper pulls sealed with heat shrink wrap around. I really appreciate YKK zippers when they add zipper pulls, especially with heat shrink, because it minimizes the amount of noise it makes when it's jangling around. It helps kind of buffer it a little bit. So moving into this case, there's just one zipper on the outside. There's no additional exterior pockets of any kind. The material is firm but squishable, so if you underpack this a little bit, you could definitely fit it into tighter spaces or smaller bags, depending on what you needed to bring with you. The only other exterior feature is this little pull handle, which I find myself using to pull it out of bags, push it into bags, lift it up real quick to move it from place to place. There's also a little small attachment point down here if you wanted to add a carabiner of some sort. I don't really find that necessary, but you may. That's the only negative I would say thus far, is this handle is so thin. I could see this wearing out over time. I don't necessarily love the way it looks. I wish it was just slightly thicker and a slightly denser material. then I would feel better about it holding up over time, but time will tell if this rips or frays over time. Opening the bag itself, you can see a large inner compartment as well as another compartment where there's another YKK zipper. They suggest putting a passport in here, but I use it for all my individual cables and dongles that I don't want clanking around inside the bag. Then you have 1, 2, 3 elastic slide pockets where the middle one is a little bit bigger. This could fit something like a power bank or your larger chargers or things like that. The elastic is really nice. There's netting on it. You can sort of see through it, semi-transparent. Then you have these smaller ones that could fit cables or USB thumb drives or things like that in these other smaller pockets. Then you have loops where the 2 outside loops are a little bit wider than the 2 interior. And this is designed to hold whatever cables you have, things like that. Personally, I don't always use these for cables because when I have something like this packed out, the cables being on this outer part pushes out the volume so that when you try to close it, it makes it harder. Because this top pocket doesn't have a huge wall of thickness that comes down, you have to be careful how much you put in this top part so that you can still zip the zipper. Then in the main compartment, that's where it's intended to keep your headphones. You have these 2 padded dividers with Velcro on either end so that you can customize this pocket to your needs. I took it and I made it in the smallest possible shape that could fit my over-ear headphones to make sure they're protected. And it has an added bonus where, yeah, there's a little bit of a gap here and there's some gaps here. So if I really needed to pack this out to maximum, I could use that space with little dongles and things like that too. Then you have a little bit of additional space in here for other items and other gear. I really like the light colored interior. It gives high visibility in a dark colored bag, so it makes it easy to see and find your gear. And then it's very nicely padded, especially in this compartment where the headphones were intended to go, like in their promotional materials. So it's padded, it's a little felt-like. I definitely feel like things are well protected in here, whereas the top is a little bit less protected. It's a little bit looser, and it still has some degree of protection because of the materials, but it's not very padded. So I wouldn't suggest putting anything that's delicate up here. Like I wouldn't personally put a tablet or my phone or something that would have pressure placed against it. I'd rather have that in the padded area. So let's go over what I've got inside here. As mentioned earlier, I have my over-ear headphones, the Sony WH-1000 XM4s. They fit perfectly in here in their orientation. You know, I could also do it like that if I wanted to. I prefer it like that because then it leaves a little vertical space in here if there's something bulging out to take up that volume. Then, as mentioned in my first video, this is the gaming emulation console, the Anbernic RG35XX-H that has Powershuttle installed on it. It supports games everything from the Atari all the way up to PS1 and N64. It's a great little device. It's about the size of a cell phone. It's absolutely essential for me on long airplane flights. I love playing old school RPGs, and it just takes up time and gives you something to do while you're just sitting there on an airplane. Next, I have an Anker 20,000 milliamp hour battery bank. This is my big guy that I use as an emergency backup to charge devices if I need to charge something very large. If I need to charge my headphones, a gaming console, any kind of tablets. I think it could even charge a laptop with the amount of wattage that it outputs. I would have to test that though, but This thing is a life changer. Anchor is a great brand. I've had this for years. It's a little beat up now, but it still works perfectly, holds a charge. Definitely recommend. And this last one, again, these 3 items I mentioned in my first video, but this is another Anchor charger. This is a 5,000 milliamp hour MagSafe charger. It sticks to the back of your phone. It's the one I put in my sling bag or put in my pocket if I go out for the night in case I need an emergency way to call somebody, call a Lyft, call an Uber. This is absolutely essential. You can charge it via MagSafe, and it gets my phone, iPhone 15 Pro, to about 75% charge from 0, or if you use the slot on the bottom with a little USB-C cable, I can get it to 100% and it charges a little bit faster. So it depends on if you want the convenience of sticking it to your phone or if you'd rather use the cord. But it also has this little magnet piece on the back, sticks like that. You can use it as a stand. So if you want to watch movies, you can stick your phone right here in horizontal orientation or vertical orientation. And also you can use this in whatever orientation you want. So this is just an amazing charger, and I haven't found any that I would rather take out with me for a night out or hiking or to the beach or something where I just need to top up my battery here or there if I'm running low. Diving into this pocket here, this is where the bulk of my tech gear is as far as cables and all that. I have a 100-watt GAN charger from Anchor. It has 2 USB-C outputs and 1 USB-A output, as well as a little fold-down way to plug it in to an American outlet. This thing is amazing. It's a little heavy, but for what you get, it puts out 100 watts across these 3 slots. So you could charge phone, tablet, headphones, gaming console, laptops, whatever you want. It is amazing. I need this. I usually plug this in at whatever accommodation I'm at next to the bed, and that's how I charge all my devices. Next, just a regular USB-C to USB-C cable with a wire tie that's Velcro, just to make sure that I have a way to charge USB-C devices. Pretty self-explanatory. I also have a pair of crappy Skull Candy earbud headphones. I use these as a backup in case my over-ear headphones die or get misplaced or whatever. I need to have headphones on me at all times. These also work great for the gaming console, so it's definitely worth having in your pack. Additionally, this is a way to use the over-ear headphones with either the in-flight entertainment or with the gaming console, or I could also plug it into my phone if I would like to using a dongle. This is just an aux cable. Then I just have another small USB-C to USB-C cable. This I typically pair with the Anchor charger that is 5,000 milliamp hours, because if I want to charge it via the little port on the bottom, I just use this little short guy. I can throw that in my pocket. This is, again, mentioned in the last video, a little universal cable. I kind of want to get an upgraded one because I don't have any more Lightning devices anymore. It does help if someone else has one and needs a charge, but it has Lightning, USB-A, pop these off. You've got USB-C to USB-C, and then you could do A to C, A to Lightning, Lightning to C. So it fits a lot of different applications. And then it has a little magnet here. Put it around your keychain. I just keep it in this bag for now. And then it has a little cap just to cover the male pieces of the cord. Then this is what I always bring on my trips. It's a super long USB-A to USB-C cable to charge my iPhone 15 Pro. The reason that I bring a super long one is I love not being tethered to one spot in my room while I'm charging my phone. I can lay on the bed, I can walk around, walk over to the window, and I don't have to stay within a certain distance of my Anker charger if I use this. So definitely helpful to have. Then, again, probably overkill, but just another extra cable here just to make use of both ports in the larger Anker charger if I may need them. This is a USB-A to USB-C short cable if I need to just charge something real quick. And the last thing is just a dongle that goes from USB-C to a headphone jack. It allows me to use the aux cable with my phone, these headphones with my phone, and it's just a way to get an extra input into my phone if I only have headphones with a headphone jack as opposed to USB-C. So, helpful to have. Overall, I absolutely love this case. It provides everything I need as far as space. I've been able to fit it into a personal item depending on how much I pack it with. This is just an example of it fully packed out for me. Obviously, I didn't even use these looped or these external pockets. You absolutely can. I really just try to optimize my packing space in pouches for depending on my needs. My needs in this case worked better as far as closing it with having everything in the zipper pocket. So I think that's how I would typically carry it. I don't know that I'd necessarily carry all of this every single time I travel, but this is just an example of a typical loadout that I might use for one bag travel or personal item only travel. So I hope you enjoyed my review of the Thule Subterra 2 Powershuttle electronics organizer, large size in dark gray. I really love this thing. I think they've recently updated it. I just bought this recently. But yeah, links below if you want to buy any of these products or see them in action. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Take care.